Hey Fruit Faces, it is Claryberry. Long time no see. Got busy like I knew I would. I tried to fight it, say that it wasn't gonna happen, but you gotta go with the flow. You gotta flow with the go sometimes. But I'm doing really well. I hope you guys are all doing great. Thanks for those of you who are checking in on me and saying hi and watching the videos and everything. You guys keep me going. I wouldn't obviously be here. I actually might be here talking to myself if you guys weren't here, but then what's the fun in that? So um, I feel really good lately. I feel really not like the best ever, not like everything's perfect, but I feel really balanced. I feel really in control. I feel really knowledgeable. I feel really good with where I'm at, and so I just want to kind of share some of that and why I think the reasons. Hopefully there's not too much background noise. I do have some noise out there, but I think it'll be okay. So yeah, been doing the work school thing, just hardcore. But I've just been mindful of everything as a whole. I know how exercise makes me feel. I know that being consistent with exercise is a must, not just for some outside reason. When you have numerous reasons to do something instead of just one superficial reason, like one shell of a reason, you tend to be like, okay, well, I'm going to make this happen. I know this is good for me. I know I'm going to feel good after. And so I do it. So I still am just using old paper and pencil to track, to track my days and my months and everything. And I did a lot of extra work this month, actually. If we're looking at September as a whole, I had a couple of weekends. I never work weekends anymore, but I pretty much just volunteered myself to work at this snow cone place. And so that took a lot out of me. I did not do any strength, any gym work, any riding for like a whole week, 2 weeks, total each time, because I would have to take like recovery days. Like it almost knocked me out to like work that hard every day and just not really have a good break. And plus I'm going through my regular everyday routine the whole time. So anyway, it just whacked me up. So it was a really odd month. And also with starting school and going back to work right at the same time, it's like my goal was really to just not lose myself in all of the chaos, And so I did like a random 15.5 miles within the first 10 days. On day 11, I did only 6.5 miles. That's not something that I usually do, is like little short hops on here, but then I did, about over a week later, was the next time I got on for 3.5 miles. And I think even just getting on for that 3.5 miles and putting something down and putting my calorie, I burned 68.9 calories, like whatever. But then I was able to just kind of get back in the groove with it this past week or so. Again, I did 3.5 miles, 13.9, 22.6, 10.10, 50.10, which is back up more to where like I was not used to doing, but I was getting up there in the higher numbers before this kind of slump period came for me. So anyways, and then did a 1650. So just doing a lot better, I think, overall, of staying consistent with stuff. My steps, though, have not been as consistent with those as I would like. I really just want every single day to be up at 10. I had goals of going to 12,500 steps up to 20K steps as a goal, as a high goal for the day. But if I'm not even making 10, then why am I? I just need to be more consistent every day. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for October. But again, a lot of times my steps, like I had one, it was almost 14, one almost 13, one 15,000 a day, two more 12.5s, another 15, 12, 10, 10, 11, more like 12, and then 15. It's like if I go over 10, I go way over 10. But again, I think just bringing these days up where I'm getting 6s, 8s, 6, 5, 4 on recuperation, snow cone day. So yeah, anyway, and then I've been a little bit better. I mean, you really have to remember, guys, that fitness as a whole is like not just one faceted. People all the time just get obsessed with the strength aspect. There are sometimes like yoga people are, obsessed with the flexibility aspect. And then of course you have the cardio people like me, who like love cardio and everybody else hates it. But yeah, no, combining them all is really important. So I'm actually am making progress, getting better. I just write down like what I do, whether it's abs, legs, or arms, I guess. It's the basics that I do. And I'll just write it down if I do it. I really don't have a set agenda. I kind of just go by what I feel like doing that day. Sometimes I'll just walk by my weights and see them. Sometimes I'll be like, you know what, I really want to do some ass work right now, so I'll do it. And then haven't been to the gym. Only been to the gym like a couple times this month, so that's really bad, and I need to get back in there. But it's just the time factor, more so now, rather than actually not wanting to work out. It's like I just gotta go, and like, a lot of busy months. But it's been a pretty good month overall, and I feel really happy that I at least stuck to my main goal, which was to not like totally fall off track with all of this. Really, even the fact that I'm just keeping going and writing it down and paying attention and knowing in the back of my mind that, and I track my sleep on here too, like I said, so it's really, it helps me. So that brings me to the other point, another reason I think why I'm feeling so balanced and, dare I say, grounded, although sometimes I don't feel like that, of course. You don't feel like that at all times. But I really feel like the amount of sleep that I've been getting is at an amount that I've never been at as an adult. I've always thought that I could really do pretty well off of low sleep. I was somebody who didn't seem to mind it, getting very low hours of sleep, 3s and 6s, and I'm sure I'd binge occasionally on sleep or whatever, but finally, you guys, I've given coffee up. I think that's why, like, my sleep is getting better, and I really do feel like I'm more balanced and in control of everything. I drink a substance that very similarly reminds me of coffee, smells like coffee, tastes kind of like coffee, so I just replaced it. And it's no non-acid forming, it's very low acid, it's healthful stuff from what I can tell. So yeah, it's really, I don't know. I've been sleeping between, there's a few days where it's like 6:42, 7:03, 6:58, 7:53, 7:42. Those are like my lowest days. You're looking at a lot of 12s. I got 13:52, 13 and a half hours of sleep on a Wednesday, on a Tuesday. That was the recovery day after I worked so much. Okay, yeah, 9, 11, 10, 10, 8, 7, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 10, 12. If I work, I get 7 to 9 hours. If I don't work, I get 9 to 12, 13, going on 14 hours if I'm really wiped out. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you because, when you first hear about the whole Raw Till 4 thing, it's about the food. They say it's about the lifestyle. Everybody tells you, it's about the lifestyle. You're not going to get where you want to be until you just forget about it as a weight loss and just think about it as a lifestyle. It's like, you try to repeat these words to yourself in the beginning. At least I tried to repeat these words. I tried to say them. I even got to the point where I was like, fuck it. Like, it is a diet. Like, I don't care. Call it what you want. It's my food choices. That's my diet. It's my diet. Like, but now I get it on so many more deeper levels, and at the risk of sounding like a cliche or a repetition of what somebody else has said, like, I just honestly wanted to share this with you guys and just let you know that just like keep going. Swimming through this is so fun. I really was on the way home today, I was thinking about how I really felt, even in my food choices too, like a lot more stable and balanced. I don't necessarily need to eat, I'm just feeling this shift. Like, I'm just eating so healthfully and my body is getting so used to it. I want to scream on a consistent basis. That I'm basically just have really slowly eliminated addictions that I didn't need, and mainly salt. People say cooked food. The real evil of cooked food is salt and fat, because we put it on everything. It's in everything. Anytime you go out, you're getting that combination. Anytime you buy food from a store like that's processed, you're pretty much going to get a good combination of salt and fat and carbs, because there's a certain like formula that it just really piques our interest, and it just really makes it's excitotoxins make you feel like you're getting all of the nutrients at once, and you're satiated and happy and everything's great, and it's like a rush. I don't know, I just feel really good eating really low fat. Like I ate really crappy last night. We had a lot of oil, a lot of fat, like sauteed veggies with just loads of oil on them. Like, ugh, I didn't even get to dab it off either. Like, it was just ridiculous. And like some lo mein type of noodles and stuff like that. It's just oily, and I just didn't really plan ahead, and I was starving and all of that stuff. So, not to say that I never ever don't, veer off the path, but whenever you eat these just plain healthy, mostly whole foods, mostly fruits, all this stuff, your body gets used to it, and it does expect a certain thing. So if you veer off it, you're going to feel it more immediately than you ever have before. But it's kind of also easier to get back on track. So that's good, I think. But it just, again, it becomes part of your day. It becomes who you are. It becomes this point where you're, like, I was telling myself in the car, like, what I'm doing now, I used to would have called it a cleanse, even though I'm eating rice and veggies. Like, I used to would have called that a special day of cleansing. It would have been more difficult. Excuse me. It would have been more difficult to stay with it the whole day. And now I'm looking at that sort of thing like a real, true Rato 4 sort of scenario, green juices and fruit juices, and just eating really quality foods. I'm eating them more consistently, so my body's used to them, it craves them. It's just more of an everyday thing rather than I'm eating healthy today, which is a great, just wonderful feeling to have. Your body backs you up too, and like tells you immediately what you like and what you don't like. It's like, oh, my body doesn't want this poison. Like, look at this, how it's making this feel, and then you don't want it like at all anymore. It kind of just reinforces that it's the right way to go. When you feel great off of the foods that you choose to eat all the time. I don't know. Yeah, I've been eating a lot of high, not necessarily calorie density, even going for the nutrition density a lot. I'm really liking the green powders, and just using the blender bottles, and just being really convenient, and just shake it up and go. And yeah, so stay tuned. I'm going to be talking to you guys some about what I'm doing eco-friendly wise, to be eco-friendly this month, all the strides that I've been making on that area. And I'll be kind of doing some body checks and letting you guys know. I can let you know right now, like, I'm not the very lowest I've been for a while, but I've been staying really consistently, like, at a really good spot that I actually really like to be at. Feeling really good. Waist is doing really nicely. I've been like 25 inches around for a while now. Again, very consistently, something that I've never had before, to be at that size, at this size for this long, without any kind of calorie restriction or anything, is like amazing. And I couldn't even calorie restrict now if I tried. Like, I would end up binging on something and it would make me sick it would be like that because I wouldn't want to eat it, because I know how it makes me feel, but I would have to eat it anyway because I need to feed my body. So, like, my cells need to be fed, So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get actually a new bed today. I'm really excited. Things are going really awesome. Continue to keep your fingers crossed for me, looking at new job situations. That might be a huge, bump up for me and my family. So something that I would really enjoy. And yeah, just finishing up the cross-country season and football season. Thankfully, we've been having, really healthy seasons and really fun, really enjoying ourselves. The kids are doing great, breaking personal goals, and just really being leaders on their teams, and really good, sportsman-like behavior, and everything is just like been a really good start to the year. So I'm happy, and I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll talk with you soon. I still have so many ideas to share with you. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys real soon. Don't forget to eat your fruit. Bye.